All right, welcome to everybody that's watching on the live stream. We're down here in Altus at Hightower Memorial Field, home of the Altus Bulldogs. We've just had the coin flip. El Reno won the coin flip and elected to receive. Altus will kick off from right to left, and that's from south to north. We've got a fairly stiff south wind blowing, and El Reno will have the ball first going against the wind. And there's about 10 seconds left to go on the clock just before we start the game. Neither team has taken the field, so it's probably going to be just a couple more minutes. But El Reno has locked up third place in the district, and Bishop McGuinness has locked up second place in their district. And so for both teams, tonight's game, I don't know who Bishop McGuinness plays, but their game means nothing. Our game means nothing. We will be at Bishop McGuinness next week, barring something completely and totally unforeseen with forfeits or something, which is certainly not expected. And as a result, we want to kind of get through this game without having any real injuries. Altus comes into the game 0-9. They have not won a game this year. I will say this, I've never been to this football field, and it's very nice. It's a WPA structure, but it is still very, very nice field. The people have been more than warm and friendly. I've enjoyed talking to some of the people here, and they've been very nice. With that, we'll get started. Altus is getting ready to run out here onto the field, and when they do, it'll be just a minute or two before we kick off. So why don't we take a quick commercial timeout, and we'll be back for the kickoff.
Bank First is uniquely Oklahoman, deeply rooted in over 50 communities statewide. From those roots, our investment in education springs forth, helping to raise the Oklahoma leaders of tomorrow while providing financial strength to the business leaders of today. That's the kind of loyalty that helps entire communities thrive. Bank First, loyal to Oklahoma, loyal to you.
We know you have.
All right, we're back. I understand we're having a little technical difficulties with the internet reception, and the feed that you all are getting at home is choppy, or it pauses or buffers. That has to do with the internet reception that we're getting down here in Altus, and we certainly hope that that resolves itself before too very long. As you can see, we are looking to the east. The west is behind us, and the visiting team, El Reno, fans are across the way from where we are broadcasting. The band is located at the south end of the visitors section, and the Altus band is on the north end. Back deep for El Reno is number 2, Deontay Palmer. And kicking off for Altus will be number 10, Alan Chavez, senior kicker. That was us shutting the door. No alarm. No alarm. We were just shutting the door. And there's your kick. It's going to go deep to Palmer. Goes into the end zone for a touchback. The wind certainly helped. It clearly got a few yards deep into the end zone, but I can't help but believe that the pretty gusty south wind didn't aid that in there. Let's hope we never see Altus kick off again, though. El Reno, 1st and 10 from their own 20. Fisher at quarterback. Here we go. I believe that's Nicholson. And no, that was number 11, Latin Everhart, with a nice 11-yard carry up to about the 31-yard line. 1st and 10, El Reno. Last week, Malachi Nicholson was a little banged up as we went through certainly the second half of that game. He got banged up in the first half, but he went out there and made an effort of it. And with this game not meaning anything, I'd certainly like to see if we can't get him some rest tonight. Nice little cross-buck play to number 5, King Samad. Little 5-yard pickup. 2nd and 5. I'm without my partner tonight. Kyle Stevener had a previous engagement when they moved the game from Friday night to tonight. He could not get out of that engagement, so it's just me by myself, unfortunately for everyone else who enjoys listening to Kyle. Latin Everhart with the 5-yard carry. He crosses the 40 to the 41, and that's good for another El Reno first down. 3 plays, 2 first downs, 21 yards. Just like we've done the last several weeks, we've taken the opening drive and been able to get first downs by running the ball. And there's Everhart again. Up, there's a flag down in the area of holding. Everhart finally goes down across midfield of 48, but we're going to wait to see what the flag is for. My guess is it's going to be holding on El Reno. Face mask, perfect, great. I'm glad I was wrong. A 5-yard face mask penalty would put the ball at about the 43-yard line. 1st and 10, El Reno. That was a good hard run. It was hard to bring him down. He fell forward for extra yardage, and El Reno's in business. 1st and 10 at the opponent's 43-yard line. There's that quarterback draw. Wow, if number 2, Colton Gillespie, didn't get a hold of him, I think he was gone because he's got some speed. That was Elijah Fisher, the quarterback, number 6. Down to the 32, 11-yard pickup. 1st and 10, El Reno. Well, there goes Evan Romanos with a nice, yes. No, I'm sorry, it was number 14, Hunter Davidson. That was 4 and 14, so nice pickup down to the 15-yard line. 1st and 10, El Reno. Devon Smith goes in motion. And off to Everhart. He only got a couple of yards. We've been getting, that's the shortest gain. Our other shortest gain was 5 yards. Other than that, it's been 10 or more yards on every play. In fact, they mark him down as no gain. So it'll be 2nd and 10 from the 15. Quarterback draw. He gets down to about the 12-yard line. play is stopped. Is there a flag down? I don't know why they blew the... There is a flag down. Holding El Reno. It's going to be a 10-yard penalty from the spot of the foul, which looks like it was about the 12, which should put the ball around the 22. Yep, right at the 22, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 17 for the Indians. Hand off to Everhart. Well, he got about 5 of it back down to about the 17-yard line, 17, 18-yard line. I'll bring up a 3rd and about 12 from the 17. We can get a first down right at the 5-yard line. It'll be interesting to see what we do here if we don't make the first down, given that the wind is pretty hard in the face of a kicker if we decide to try to kick. And there's the handoff, and boy, he got to, I think they're going to mark him down right around the 15-yard line, the original line of scrimmage, it looks like, and it'll be a 4th and 10. And looks like we're going to stay on the field right here, boys. Here we go. Fourth and 10 from the 15, opening drive of the game. Drops back. Ravelis, it's intercepted. It's intercepted right down around about the 10, 12-yard line. That was 4th down, so if it was inside the 15, other than getting 10 yards or more or a touchdown, that worked out okay because we gained a couple yards on the turnover. So no harm really, other than not scoring points on that drive. 10-yard penalty certainly didn't help on 2nd down that set us back behind the chains. But they're at the 13-yard line, 1st and 10. 1st and 10 for Altus. Off up the middle. Altus runs an option offense. No gain on the play. I didn't see who made that tackle, but looks like number 12 for Altus is the quarterback. That is Garrett Gribble, sophomore. He keeps it himself, and he may have picked up about 4 yards up to about the 16-yard line. Well, they're saying 3-yard pickup to the 16-yard line, so it should be 3rd and 7. And they're quickly to the line. 3rd and 7 for Altus. Ten seconds on the play clock. Half of the first quarter is gone. He keeps it, and he's not going to make it. He got gang tackled in on that play for El Reno. Among others was number 32, William Elledge. And it looks like Altus is in pump formation. Alan Chavez is the punter. Devon Smith is back deep. Deontay Palmer is nearest us on the near side, creeping now up to the line. Oh no. No. We jumped off sides. And they said it was 4th and 5. And if it was 4th and 5, that's enough for the first down. That's a pretty grave error. We'll see how close this is. Nope, it's not a first down, but the head referee is marking it as a first down. So let's see what happens here. Oh my goodness. They just moved the ball forward to make it a first down. Our coaches are not happy with that particular call. But we had 4 guys jump off sides, so, I mean, we kind of did it to ourselves. And El Reno, there's an official timeout. I guess they're going to measure it now, but he moved the ball forward for no good reason. The referee did. My guess is by the time they get done messing around with this chain, it's going to be just enough for a first down. Yep, sure enough, just by a nose. Because I don't think it was really 4th and 5. I think it was closer to 6 yards on 4th down when we jumped off sides, but this referee doesn't trust his crew to mark off 5 yards, which they did. And then he went up there and had them move it up another half a yard, and that was just enough for them to have the first down. Anyway, the result is Altus has still got the ball, and it's now about the 23-yard line. Now he runs it. He picked up about 5 yards up to about the 28. Deontay Palmer and Cameron Snyder in on the tackle. You know, they ran that same play with the quarterback taking it upfield twice on 2nd and 3rd down last time to the right side with no luck. This time they went to the left side and he was able to pick up 5 yards. That was a handoff to the fullback, and I think they're pushing him back to the 26. If that's the case, that's a loss of 2, which should make it about a 3rd and 7. Trying to get us to jump off sides again. Time it didn't work. Plenty of time on the play clock for him. Fake the pitch, and that another loss. Back to around the 24. And in on the tackle for El Reno, number 64, Eric Parker, one of the other sophomores, along with Ryan Sigler, number 71. Well, here we go again. This time it is a 4th and 7, and they're back to punt. And Devon Smith back deep. Now let's just not jump off sides this time. There's the snap. Shanked her over here to the near side, and it goes out of bounds well before it reaches. El Reno should have the ball around midfield. Let's see where they stop the official. Yep, about the 46-yard line. 1st and 10, El Reno. All right. Well, let's see if El Reno can punch this one in. There's that reverse to King Samad. Oh, just tripped up by number 8, Cole Kuhn. Pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Yeah, no gain on that play. They tried that quarterback draw play that's been very successful these last 4 or 5 weeks for Fisher. No gain on the play, brings up a 3rd and 2. That's Everhart. He gets across the 35 down to about the 34. First down, El Reno. There's just a minute, about a minute 20 left on the clock, and it's running in this first quarter. Both teams running the ball. It keeps that clock running and shorten the game a lot. El Reno needs to get some points and see what happens here. There's that play to King Samad. Ooh, he tries to hurdle the defender, and he is taken down. The defender was number 53. King Samad takes the ball down to about the 28-yard line. That'll bring up a 2nd and 4. Showing his athleticism there. Trying to draw him off sides. There we go. There's the snap. That's Everhart. Keeps churning those legs down to the 23-yard line or so. And he crosses the line to gain. First down, El Reno. Everhart and Davidson in the backfield. And that ends the first quarter with the score, El Reno 0, Altus Bulldogs 0. Well, let's take a commercial timeout, and we'll be back for the second quarter.
We know you have options when it comes to your vehicles, so we are grateful for the fact that you make us your dealership of choice. Whether you are needing service or parts on your existing vehicles, or possibly you are in the market for a new or newer vehicle, at Dorsey Jones Buick GMC, we will never take your time, loyalty, and friendship for granted. We are here for you. 405-262-2466, I-40 and Highway 81, exit 125. Dorsey Jones Buick GMC, the dealership with the gray canopy covers.
Well, we want to thank our sponsors for their sponsorship of this live stream, making it possible for us to show you these games live. As we come back to start the second quarter, El Reno has the ball at the 23-yard line, and it is 1st and 10 for the Indians. Trying to figure out what the official's trying to tell all of his referees, or his officials. The head referee is telling the rest of them. He had a conference right here on the near side, and then went and talked to the umpire. Little trap play. Picked up maybe 1.5 yards for Davidson. Second and a long 8 or a short 9. Xavier Carty goes out wide right. That quarterback draw, boy, that has worked so well, but you got to imagine that Altus has seen enough film on it to know, pick up some tendencies. Lost back to the 23, about the 23 and a half. It's 3rd and 10. We're going to have to start cashing in some of these drives. I would imagine we'd have a little pass play here. We got the wind behind us. If we gain no yards on this, it'd be a 40-yard field goal attempt with the wind. I don't know how confident the coaches feel. There's a timeout, El Reno. Second timeout of the first half. Well, let's take another commercial timeout, and we'll be back after hearing from our sponsors.
At El Reno Family Dentistry, we are dedicated to providing you and your family with the highest quality of dental care in a comfortable, affordable, and friendly way. We offer a wide range of services from digital x-rays and implants to Botox. We are insurance friendly and offer flexible financing. Call today for your free first visit at 405-262-6737. We can't wait to see you here at El Reno's most caring dental office.
Our community is a...
Hi, we're back. It's kind of a important down here. Coach calls timeout, make sure everybody's on the same page. We want to thank our sponsor, one of our sponsors, Family Dentistry of El Reno, located on 27th Street in the old Walmart Shopping Center, for their sponsorship. Well, let's see what they got drawn up. James Revelis, number 48, is in there at tight end. And here we go. Back to pass. Just throwing it deep. Oh, there's a flag down on the play. And I think it's going to be illegal man downfield. The pass was intended for number 21, Xavier Carty. He'd gotten behind the defender, but it was just a shade tall for him. And couldn't haul it in. Let's see what this play, though. Let's see what the result of this flag is. Yeah. I think it's going to be declined, illegal man downfield. I think I saw one of the linemen about 5 yards downfield, which, as you can see, is not allowed. So this brings up a 4th down, and El Reno is going to attempt that 40-yard field goal. Kenneth Solis, who certainly has the leg for this, he lines up for the 40-yard attempt. Certainly long enough, and it's wide left. Wide left. So El Reno has had 2 drives that have gotten down, well, the first one inside the 20, this one to the 23, and no result. So under Oklahoma high school rules, after a field goal attempt, no matter really where it's taken from, the ball is spotted at the 20 if that field goal is missed, and that's exactly where Altus takes over, 1st and 10. Handoff up the middle. Got about 3 yards to the 23. Couldn't see who was in on that tackle. I think number 56, Dennis Keaton, or Keaton Dennis, was in on that. Middle linebacker. Also in on that was Cameron Snyder. We've already called his name a couple times tonight. These linebackers are going to get Elledge and Snyder and Keaton are going to all get a bunch of action tonight with this option offense that they're running. And he keeps it himself wide open. There's a 1st down. And he gets it out to about the 37, 38 yard line. Deontay Palmer and Eric Parker in on that tackle to the 38, 1st and 10. Nine minutes left to go in the first half. No score in the game. El Reno can't let them hang around too long. They start believing they can win this game, which doesn't mean anything in the playoff standings, but darn sure don't want to go in on a bad note. Yeah. Cameron Snyder, or Little Creek maybe, with that tackle for no gain. El Reno did a good job on first down. With an option offense, if you can get them behind the chains, then you're in a lot better shape. Don't want them to have these second and shorts and third and shorts. So this time, again, Ravelis in there on the tackle along with Parker. And my guess is Sigler's down there in the bottom somewhere of that pile. Yep, sure was. Number 71. Boy, they gave him a nice spot of 2 yards. So it's 3rd and 8. Handoff up the middle. Pitch out. Oh, good play. Who was that? Number 4. Number 4, Evan Romanose. Nice play. Loss of 5 on the play back to the 35. That brings up a 4th and 13. Palmer back deep. And also back deep is Devon Smith. This time they've got 2 back. And just stay out of the way, boys. Just stay out of the way. There you go. It's finally down at the 46-yard line. The last drive started at their 46. This drive starts at our 46. Either way, great field position for the Indians. We need to score some points, though. We can't keep going on with just making nice drives and not getting any production out of it on the scoreboard. There's 7 minutes left to go in the first half. No score in the game. Palmer in the backfield this time with the handoff. He picks up a couple of yards to the 48. 2nd and 8. Palmer, nice. Oh, and just the last person that could have got him, number 34 for the Bulldogs, Francisco Herrera. But he crosses the Bulldog 40 and goes to the 39. 1st and 10 El Reno. Same play. Well, he got a couple yards. I think they're going to give him, yeah, they gave him 2 yards to the 37, 2nd and 8. Hand off to Palmer. He weaves and keeps fighting and digging and churning those legs. He gets down to about the 32-yard line. Bring up a 3rd and 3. Well, they move it to the 31, so it's closer to 2 yards. Hand off to Palmer. He breaks. He gets free. And He gets it all the way down inside the 20 to about the 17-yard line. 1st and 10, El Reno. Palmer again, he tries to get outside. Just can't quite get out that side. Just under 5 minutes left to go in the first half. No score. El Reno is driving again. Down, no gain on the play. 2nd and 10 from the 17. We've seen this before. We got down to the 15, 1st and 10. Got no gain on the play. And ended up going for it on 4th down and throwing an interception that wasn't bad. Everhart with the carry. Oh, he breaks free. Touchdown, El Reno. No flags on the field that I see. Everhart, beautiful, beautiful. 17-yard run for Latin Everhart. And El Reno finally breaks through that glass ceiling. And here we go. Kenneth Solis on to attempt the Bills Auto extra point. Kick is up, and it is good. 4 minutes and 27 seconds left to go in the first half. El Reno 7, Altus 0. Let's take a commercial timeout.
Our community is about people. More than 80 years ago, our community came together to form El Reno Rock Island Credit Union to share a cooperative spirit of people helping people. Today, El Reno Rock Island Credit Union continues to carry on that spirit in El Reno and surrounding communities. We have personalized products and services for your needs, and we have experts to guide you along the way. Please visit our website at rockislandcu.com to learn more about our services and the benefits of being a member of the El Reno Rock Island Credit Union.
Support your school's booster club.
All right, we're back. As I was just commenting to our producer, Cole Owen, extraordinaire producer, this may be the quickest game of the year if this continues. We're only 35 minutes into the game, and we've only got 4.5 minutes left to go on the first half clock. I imagine Solis is going to kick this thing deep. He's got the leg for it, and he's got a good south wind behind him. He's certainly lined up like he's going to kick it deep. Yes, sir, that's going to go well into the end zone. About 7 yards deep into the end zone. Touchback. Altus will have it 1st and 10 from their own 20. Well, cheerleaders are throwing out shirts and scarves. Little blue footballs. There you go. All right. Carry for 1 yard by, I believe it was a quarterback keeper. Yep. 1 yard gain. It looks like it was just like a quarterback sneak. Only gained 1. And it is 2nd and 9. Option out to the right. He gets turned back in. Revelis ultimately makes the tackle. Number 35, Nate Carty, who came up kind of gimpy after that play. He was the defensive end that turned it back in, or the outside linebacker, pardon me, that turned it back in. I think he hurt his shoulder or something. Anyway, we make a substitution. It brings up a 3rd and about 6 from the 24-yard line. and El Reno only has one more timeout left. They've burned 2 of them previously on the previous drives. They're going back to pass for the first pass play. Almost a well-caught ball. Number 22, Trent Carmen, made a nice effort on that. Just couldn't pull it in. It was just a little steep and a little high for him. And with that incompletion, there's still 3 minutes and 4 seconds left to go on the game clock for the first half. El Reno sends Palmer and Smith back deep. And the kicker, Alan Chavez, either one of his first 2 punts has been very exciting. This one, stay away from it. There we go. And what do you know? We got the ball at the 46-yard line. Well, the last time we started at the 46, Cole, we scored a touchdown. So let's hope that continues. There's 2 minutes and 54 seconds. El Reno has 1 timeout, and they got the ball at the 46. Fisher in command of the huddle, calls the play. Everhart in the backfield. Hand off to Everhart. And I think he got, well, they're going to say he didn't get anything, but I think he was a little closer to gaining at least a yard on the play. But official on the far side certainly is closer to it than I am, and he says no gain, 2nd and 10 with the clock running. Straight option, and he's tackled behind the line. He's pretty close to that 45-yard line. We're going to call it 3rd and 11 with the clock running, approaching 2 minutes left to go in the first half. If you weren't here at the beginning, El Reno had the opening kickoff, drove it down to the field to the 15 and couldn't put any points on the board. They scored on their last drive, their 3rd drive. That tells you how fast this game is moving. 14 is open, Davidson, and he gets out, and now he's sacked back near the 40-yard line. Hunter Davidson went down the seam, but Fisher was under immediate pressure from the word go, and he didn't have the time to find him. But El Reno goes back into punt formation. Punter is Cooper Park. And the clock's still running. There was not a timeout, even though Altus has all 3. They elected not to use any of them. And El Reno will punt, and by the time this gets all finished, this play, it'll be less than a minute left to go. Good punt. Very good punt. He's just going to let it go. Oh. Down at about the 11-yard line, maybe the 12-yard line. He's moving his foot forward. We'll go to the 12. 1st and 10 Altus with 57 seconds left to go in the first half. Imagine that Altus is going to keep this pretty vanilla. Yeah, straight handoff up the middle. Number 56 and 64, Parker and Dennis with the tackle. They're saying he got a yard, but I don't know how he got a yard, but they're saying he got a yard. 2nd and 9. Altus, I think, is content to have this be a 7-point ball game, receiving the second half kickoff right now. 20 seconds left to go in the first half. Pitch out wide, 2 blockers, And he is, oh, nice tackle. Who was that made the tackle up there? Yep, it was Palmer. Man, he has played so well this year. And that will end the first half with the score El Reno 7, Altus 0. We'll take a timeout, the halftime break. We'll be back in about 20 minutes for the start of the second half. Thank you for watching.
Support your school's booster club and get your business in front of thousands of potential customers.
Talk about a win-win.
Advertising packages start on this streaming station for less than $10 a game. Call 405-726-0835 or email adam@squirtle.com right now for more information.
Stream with Pioneer iVideo and more. Live, recorded, on demand, all in HD. Easily find and watch your favorite shows and movies. Anywhere. On any device. Perfect for the entire family. And easy to use. Enjoy Pioneer iVideo today.
All right, we're back. Getting ready to start the second half here at Hightower Memorial Stadium in Altus, Oklahoma. El Reno is ahead 7-0, and we should be kicking off from right to left. And here we go. We had a very quick first half. Took about 42 or 3 minutes. Both teams running the ball. Both teams had 4 possessions. El Reno certainly has the time of possession on their side. They had one long drive, 2 short drives, one resulting in a touchdown, and then one that was a 3 and out. Altus has 2 first downs, one by penalty and one on a quarterback run to the right side there in the second quarter. All right, Solis to kick off. His last kickoff went into the end zone. And everybody's set. And I think this one's going to get it into the end. It's a touchback. By rule, if in high school, if the receiver catches the ball in the end zone, it's still a touchback. He's not allowed to run it out. So Altus will have the ball 1st and 10 from the 20. Same personnel for Altus. Here's a handoff, and they're going to spot him for a yard gain. Parker in on the tackle, and looks like number 15 for El Reno, Dalen Pruitt, also in on that. 2nd and 9. Vellis, Parker, and Sigler on the line for El Reno. 3 linebackers, make it 5 linebackers if you count Romanos, and he falls forward for a pickup of 2. And that on the tackle was number 56, Keaton Dennis. 3rd and long 6, short 7. He's back to pass. Oh, there wasn't much on that. That ball never had a chance getting to the receiver. I don't know if the receiver turned the wrong way, but we almost had that interception. Lathan Pruitt had the best chance at it, but even then he was having to dive to make it. So Smith and Palmer back deep. Another 3 and out for the Bulldogs. And El Reno should get the ball back in pretty good field position, considering they are punting against the wind. Bad snap, well scooped up. And this punt, just leave, there you go, just leave it alone. Ball spotted at the 37 of El Reno. El Reno's 37-yard line, our worst field position since the opening kickoff went into the end zone where we started at the 20. This is at the 37. We've started at our 46 twice, their 46 once. Again, the 20-yard line and now the 37. So I'd like to see El Reno put together a nice drive here for another touchdown, and I think that that might do the trick for our need. Again, as I stated at the opening of the broadcast, El Reno is already locked up 3rd place, can't get 2nd, can't get 4th, regardless of the outcome of this game. And therefore, there's really not a whole lot on it. Latin Everhart, boy, what a nice run. He's still going. crosses the 45 to about the 48. First down, El Reno. Nice, good, hard run for Everhart. Anyway, the playoff scenario, I believe, is already set. I believe we will face the number 2 seed from the 5A2 district, which, again, is already locked up in Bishop McGuinness. So that's where we'll be next week, regardless of the outcome. Another handoff. This time he only gets about 3 yards. He crosses midfield to the 49. And it'll be a 2nd and 7. And off again to Everhart. Ooh, he's tackled behind the 50-yard line. That's going to be a loss of, I don't know, this official's creeping up towards 50. So if that's the case, it's only a loss of 1 back to midfield, and it'll be a 3rd and 8. Fisher, being quarterback, he didn't start the year at quarterback. Cooper Park got concussion, and he came in to relieve him in the first game, and then has started thereafter. He rolls out right. He's looking, and he throws an interception. His 2nd interception of the game. Looks like the defender was Colton Gillespie, number 2. And not a good pass. He really wasn't open, and receiver wasn't open. He threw it right to him, and best field position for Altus, and they get the ball at the 37-yard line. Altus doesn't run a offense that leads to a lot of turnovers, so I'd say I'd want a turnover, but I think that's probably asking too much. Keaton Dennis making the tackle right at, maybe just shy of the line of scrimmage. They'll still mark it at the 37, and it'll 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Oh, stripped. The ball, just as soon as I said it, he goes back to pass, and I think it was Dennis that stripped the ball, and El Reno, I think it was James Ravelis, fell on it, and now El Reno has the ball at the Bulldog 31-yard line. Well, just as soon as I say it's unlikely we're going to get a turnover, there it is, and we get it. Outstanding. Outstanding. They had a receiver that was streaking right down the seam who was open. I don't know if the quarterback saw him, but he held on to that ball just a little too long, and we came up and stripped the ball from the quarterback and fell on it. And 1st and 10, here we go, set up and ready to go. Boy, they stacked the middle. That's it. You break free. Touchdown, El Reno. 31-yard touchdown run for Latin Everhart, his 2nd touchdown of the game. And when you stack the line like that, if you don't get him in the first couple 3 yards, it's liable to be wide open all the way to the end, and that's exactly what happened. Kenneth Solis on to attempt the bank first extra point. Kick is up, and it is good. 7 minutes and 55 seconds left to go in the 3rd quarter. El Reno 14, Altus 0. We'll take a commercial timeout.
Stream with Oklahoma's #1 high school streaming service, Squirtle.tv. Find out more at Squirtle.com/stream.
All right, we're back. We'd like to thank all of our sponsors, Dorsey Jones GMC, Bank First, Family Dentistry, Rock Island Credit Union for their sponsorship this year of the live stream broadcast. So welcome back to Hightower Memorial Stadium in Altus. El Reno has just scored their second touchdown. 7 minutes and 55 seconds left to go in the third quarter. El Reno is up 14-0. Solis to kick off for the Indians. This one may get returned. Oh, he fumbles it, and it's a touchback. Even though he touched the ball outside of the end zone, the ball filtered into the end zone, and it's a touchback, and ball spotted at the 20-yard line, 1st and 10 for Altus. El Reno on defense has come out fired up. We've had the 3 and out, got the ball, didn't do anything with it on offense, but then we had a turnover, we threw an interception, and then 2 plays later we get the ball back, and 1 play after that, touchdown El Reno. So it's 14-0. Quarterback keeper, he faked the handoff, and Ryan Sigler was right there. And again, they're giving him a 1-yard gain. At least, no, now they're backing it back up. The official on the far side, he's seeing things that I'm not seeing. And I'm not that much further away from it than he is. But the official on the near side caught it. And no gain, 2nd and 10. Oh, I guess we jumped off sides. I think that was Nate Carty, and just like that, we're giving him 5, and it'll be 2nd and 5 from the 25. Pitch out. He's got to make the corner. Carty, boy, the chain gang didn't get the first down marker down fast enough, and I think that thing has been up from here to next week. He got the first down right at the 30-yard line, but if there's an ambulance for first down markers, they might want to call out the crew to help them fix that, because that thing, boy, they got to lay that thing down a lot sooner. That thing got bent up bigger than Dallas. Well, why don't we take a commercial timeout? It looks like they'll be messing around with this for a while, getting a replacement. We'll be back after this commercial break.
At Maples Nixon Diesel Horse, we've helped a lot of people, and our goal was to treat each and every person like a friend. And as a friend, we've got your back always. We understand what you're going through. Being lawyers is what we do, but it's not all that we are. We care. We'll stand beside you throughout the entire legal process, not just as lawyers, but as your friends. We are Maples Nixon Diesel Horse, and we are here to help.
it time for your school or business to purchase a new phone system? Give the experts at Versatile Networks a call. In most cases, we can provide a phone system with brand new phones for less than your current monthly bill. Call us for a free quote today.
I brought my $150 rain jacket. All right, we're back. We've been gone this whole time while they attempt to fix the down and distance marker on the far side of the field. And again, if you've ever run one of those down and distance markers, you are told in advance, anything close, throw it down. Just let it go down. And apparently this guy didn't get that message, and so we've got this 10-15 minute delay while they fix this. As you will probably see from your screen, they did not give him the first down. They've marked him a yard short of the first down. It'll be 3rd and 1 from the 29 if or when play resumes. This kind of a delay, they might let the teams warm up again. This is really inexcusable. Well, it's the last game of the season for Altus, and maybe that hadn't happened all year, but if these boys are running the chain gang next year, hopefully they've learned their lesson, because I'm sure that they are fully aware that all eyes are on them. But it's a pretty night here in Altus. The clouds went away before the sun went down. We still got a decent south wind. It's about 70 degrees, and nice night for football. Looking at the future weather, which can always change, next Friday will be, if El Reno plays on Friday, it's going to be a little different story. I think that's going to be a pretty hard north wind coming down right through the stadium at Bishop McGuinness, which is located right there on I-44 and Western, Northwestern and I-44. All right. We have it all back together again. 3rd and 1 for the Bulldogs. And I would hope we would stack this lineup, because you got to imagine that they're not going to try to run it outside and risk losing too much ground, and that's exactly what we're doing. And well, I think he fell forward after the play. They're going to mark him across the 30. They may put him at the 31, 1st and 10 for the Bulldogs. We had the initial contact, but I think he got some help pushing from behind. All right, El Reno, let's get this stopped right here and now, and see if we can't get the ball back and really almost put ice on the game. He's going for a pass. He catches it, but he catches it way behind the line of scrimmage. Back to the 25-yard line, loss of 6 on the play. We'll bring up 2nd and 16. I think we can all see that Altus does not pass the ball that much, and it kind of reflected itself on that particular play. Quickly up to the line, and now they'll get the play call from the sideline. Pitch out. We're there to meet him. And again, a loss of 2 on the play. Coming up is Devon Smith making that tackle along with number 35, Nate Carty, who comes up again a little lame with his left arm. We got 3rd and 17 for the Bulldogs. Interesting to see what they call here, a straight run play. And you can see that they're almost conceding this. Nope, it's a pass. They're not giving up on this. Oh, it's picked off by Roman Nose. He's going, and he is in. Oh, there's a late flag. My guess is that's going to be for a clipping called by the umpire from about the 25-yard line. He throws it down to about the 6. My guess it's going to be a clipping call or block in the back. The old days, us old guys call it clipping, but Roman Nose made it into the end zone, and we will see what the result is here. They're making it look like it's on, I don't know. I still can't tell what they're doing. Our kicker, Solis, is out there, but we'll see what happens here. I couldn't tell what that call was. Illegal hands to the face. 15-yard penalty from the 6-yard line puts it back at the 21. And it'll be 1st and 10 El Reno. It was after the interception, but boy, from where, if he threw that where the penalty occurred, that is far away from where the action was. Again, just to be frank and honest, I have not been real impressed with this officiating crew. I don't know. Oh, all right, good. Got the offense back out there. 1st and 10 from the 21. 4 minutes and 38 seconds left to go in the third quarter. Got Everhart in the backfield, Fisher at quarterback, Davidson and Samad with the shift, and it's a handoff for 5 yards down to the 16 to Everhart. 2nd and 5. That was us shutting the door again. There's a timeout, Altus, first timeout of the second half. And we'll take a commercial timeout with them. We'll be back in a minute.
Allegiant Marketing Group produces inbound lead generation for our clients through integrated traditional and digital campaigns. We continuously develop new strategies, tactics, and productive efficiencies so you can reach your target market and get a measurable return on investment. This fast-paced world demands for your products and services to be presented at the moment your buyers need them. Targeted and innovative marketing creates your success. Call AMG today, your marketing partner.
Dr. Matt D.
Belgium was pretty nice, so wasn't it? All right, we're back. Altus took a timeout at 2nd and 5 from the Altus 16-yard line for El Reno. Hand off to Davidson. He goes down at the 13-yard line. It'll be 3rd and 2. Hunter Davidson with that carry. Third and 2. Quarterback draw. I think they're going to mark him a yard short. Brings up a 4th and 1. Fisher with a 1-yard carry to the 12. We need to get to the 11. El Reno may just do one of these quarterback draws, get up under center and just see if we can't fire off the line and push him a yard. We'll see. He's not getting under center. Hand off to Everhart. And he got it. He's down at about the 10-yard line. Everhart with the carry. And that, I believe, will be a 1st and goal from the 10. Avance, Park, and King. Fisher keeps it. He gets about 6 yards down to the 4-yard line. I think that was pretty much a straight quarterback sweep over the right side to the 4. 2nd and goal from the 4. Approaching 2 minutes left to go in the third quarter. And El Reno's threatening. 11 men in the box. We still run it up the middle. And boy, we're going to have to float something different here. Good Lord. Neither official on neither side judge was actually, they were in the end zone, and yet they were able to come back and mark it for a yard loss. I think sometimes some of these officials are just guessing. All right, 3rd and goal from the 5. I think maybe a little pass play. Nope. Is that reversed to Samad? Oh, they got him marked down half a yard short of the goal line. Half a yard short. It'll be 4th and half a yard. And I think we're going to run up right to the line, get right up there, get set, and go. And touchdown, Everhart. No flags. His 3rd touchdown of the game. Good play call. Way to hustle up to the line. Excellent, excellent. Kenneth Solis on to attempt the Bills auto, the extra point of the game. High snap, gets it down, the kick is up, and it is good. And with 57 seconds left to go in the 3rd quarter, El Reno 21, Altus 0. And we'll take a quick commercial timeout.
Dr. Matt Dieselhorst at Dieselhorst Sports and Orthopedics can help you get game day ready. Dr. Dieselhorst works with athletes of all ages, taking a coordinated approach to accelerate return to play and maximize athletic performance. His work with pros in sports training, injury prevention, bracing, functional rehabilitation, and imaging works seamlessly with his medical and surgical expertise. Get started by going to Dieselhorst Sports and Orthopedics. Let Dr. Matt Dieselhorst get you back on the field, backing all Oklahoma athletes on the field and off.
Welcome back. El Reno with 3 Latin Everhart touchdown runs is ahead 21-0, and Solis to kick off again with the wind. All 3 of his kickoffs have resulted in, his previous 3 kickoffs have resulted in touchbacks. And let's see what we got here. And I think this one's going to reach into the end zone too. Yep, just barely. That number 2, Colton Gillespie, he got the interception, the last interception for the Bulldogs. He acted like he really wanted to run that thing out, and who knows, maybe he's really good at it. But thankfully it went into the end zone. 1st and 10, Altus from their own 20. Hand off up the middle. He got 2 yards. Keaton Dennis, he's been in on a lot of tackles. Now in is number 69, Aiden Gore. Haven't seen him in too much this game. Eric Parker, number 64, lined up over center in the 3-4, 3-5 defense, depending on how you want to count them. If they run the ball and it stays in bounds, this will be the last play of the 3rd quarter. Oh! There's a flag down, and so just as soon as I say it, there may be another one. The quarterback got across the line to gain, but there's a flag down, and I got to believe this is going to be holding on Altus. Yep, holding on Altus. 10-yard penalty from the spot of the foul, I think, is going to put that ball back near the 15-yard line. And that'll bring up a 2nd and 15 for the Bulldogs. And we're now running the clock, and that ends the third quarter. With the score, El Reno 21, Altus 0. Let's take another commercial timeout. We'll be back to start the fourth quarter.
Bank First is uniquely Oklahoman, deeply rooted in over 50 communities statewide. From those roots, our investment in education springs forth, helping to raise the Oklahoma leaders of tomorrow while providing financial strength to the business leaders of today. That's the kind of loyalty that helps entire communities thrive. Bank First, loyal to Oklahoma, loyal to you.
Well, we're back. Altus has got I think a 2nd and 15 from their own 15-yard line. If any of y'all can see the scoreboard, that scoreboard is wrong. They say 2nd and 8, and it ain't even close. Far south end of the stadium, Altus, after the switch of the field, and quarterback keeps it. He gets to, looks like they're going to spot it about the 21-yard line, which will bring up a 3rd and 9 for the Bulldogs. Pitch out. He gets around the corner. That's that Gillespie that I was telling you about. He does have some wheels. He goes out of bounds near the 44-yard line. And it's a first down, Altus. That play worked out pretty well for him. I just don't think Nate Carty is 100%. He was out there, but I just don't think his left arm is 100%. So let's see if that manifests itself anymore. Handoff up the middle, and he goes nowhere. Parker and Ravelis, no gain on the play. 2nd and 10. Boy, quarterback kept it. Boy, there's a flag down late, right in the middle, again by that same umpire that apparently sees lots of fouls. And I think it's, my guess is it's going to be on El Reno, or on Altus. Yep, holding. Holding from the line of scrimmage 44 should put the ball back around the 34-yard line, which will make it a 2nd and 20. See if he marks this thing off. Yep, sure does. 34-yard line. In high school, holding penalties are marked off from the spot of the foul, regardless of whether it's in front of the line or behind the line of scrimmage, which is different than college and pro. He keeps it. Oh, it's pitched. There's a fumble, but Altus recovers it. No, Altus did not recover it. El Reno recovered it, but they're saying he was down right there. And it was number 35, Nate Carty, with the recovery. I believe it was 35. Yeah, 35. And El Reno takes over at the 29-yard line of Altus. Tell you what, we are getting into the late stages of this game, and we darn sure don't want to get anybody hurt here. Hand off to Samad. He gets tripped up. He crosses the line for about a yard gain. We'll call it 2nd and 9. Still 9.5 minutes left to go in the game. Same play, but this time to number 14, Davidson. He crosses the 20 down to, looks like about the 18-yard line. 1st and 10, El Reno. And the clock moves again, just under 9 minutes now. Fisher and quarterback, Everhart, running back. Now we're looking, 88's wide open. Davidson catches the pass. He was open as well, and he carries the ball after the catch down to about the 12-yard line. That's going to be a, wait a minute, there's a flag back at the 18, near the line of scrimmage. Illegal man downfield. Now, it's twice we've done that this game. We've got linemen that are getting downfield a little too quick, so a 5-yard penalty. Put the ball back at the 24, and it'll be 1st and 15. Hand off to Everhart. And he's ridden down by number 13 for Altus, Brody Rogers. Pick up to the original line of scrimmage. And it'll be a 2nd and 10. Need to get to the 9-yard line. And off to Everhart. He got some positive yards, but he didn't cross the 15. They're going to mark him down at the 16-yard line, where it'll be about a 3rd and 7. Clock continues to run. It's approaching 7 minutes. Unsportsmanlike conduct. There was a flag down and I missed it. There's unsportsmanlike conduct on Altus. Half the distance from the goal. Should put that around the 9-yard line. Well, wasn't quite half the distance, but still a 1st and goal from the 10. Again, I don't understand how these officials are marking some of these penalties, but we're marking down to and how far they got. But first and goal, whether it be from the 8, the 9, or the 10. Oh, fumble, picked up by Devon Smith. He crosses the 10, gets down to about the 8-yard line. Second and goal from the 8. Miscommunication on the handoff there. It fell to the ground, but which probably tells you we might have had a pretty good hole open, because he stopped, turned around, went and picked it up, and still gained a yard or two on the play. It is a pass play. Oh! The ball was intended for Hunter Davidson, number 14. He deflected it up in the air, and Avance had a chance at it. But I think there's a flag down. I don't see the flag, but the officials are conferring. And I think it's going to be... No. Well, they're not... Nothing. No call. I don't know what they were conferring about, but... Third and goal from the 8. Hand off to Everhart. He gets down to across the 5. Oh, there's a late flag. And there's another flag down, and El Reno is clapping. Indicates that maybe unsportsmanlike. Yep, unsportsmanlike conduct on Altus. And half the distance to the goal, and an automatic first down, if I'm not mistaken. Puts the ball down about the 1.5-yard line. Well, they're not saying an automatic first. Well, they're taking a timeout. We'll see if we can't get this thing straightened out. It may just be a repeat of third down, and we'll take a timeout with them. We'll be back in about 30 seconds.
We know you have options when it comes to your vehicles, so we are grateful for the fact that you make us your dealership of choice. Whether you are needing service or parts on your existing vehicles, or possibly you are in the market for a new or newer vehicle, at Dorsey Jones Buick GMC, we will never take your time, loyalty, and friendship for granted. We are here for you. 405-262-2466, I-40 and Highway 81, exit 125. Dorsey Jones Buick GMC, the dealership with the gray canopy covers.
The down marker on the far side says third down, and no one's corrected him, so it's not an automatic first down, but El Reno gets to repeat third down, and it is from about the 1-yard line. Scores 21-0. Latin Everhart scored all 3 touchdowns. Hand off to number 8. He did not make it. That is Nick Gibson, number 8, quickly up to the line. And it's a handoff to 8 again, and I don't think he made it. There's a flag down on the near side. There's a flag down, which El Reno is clapping again. It may be offsides. If it is, El Reno will get another chance from about the half-yard line, because they'll do half the distance to the goal. And that's the call. Offsides is the call. Boy, that thing can't be more than 6 inches from the goal line. I'd just soon we get a quarterback sneak if we're interested in scoring. That would be, well, they're not lined up in the sneak formation. Hand off to Gibson again, and this time he scores. Nick Gibson, Jr. with his first touchdown of the season from what I've seen. I've missed one game, but he gets the touchdown, and El Reno's up 27, awaiting the extra point. The bank first extra point. Kenneth Solis on to attempt. Snaps back, gets down, the kick is up, and it is good. El Reno 28, Bulldogs 0, 5 minutes, 11 seconds left to go in the game. Let's take a quick commercial timeout.
At El Reno Family Dentistry, we are dedicated to providing you and your family with the highest quality of dental care in a comfortable, affordable, and friendly way. We offer a wide range of services from digital x-rays and implants to Botox. We are insurance friendly and offer flexible financing. Call today for your free first visit at 405-262-6737. We can't wait to see you here at El Reno's most caring dental office.
All right, we're back. This will be the first kickoff by either team against the wind. Solis has gotten the ball into the end zone on his previous 4 kickoffs. And we'll see if he's going to kick deep or do one of those little pooch kicks that he's done successfully this year. Oh, he's kicking it deep. Gillespie, pardon me. He comes up and he's buried. He's buried. In on that tackle was number 10, Shiloh Whiteshirt. And Gillespie finally got the chance to run the ball out. I don't think he wants to try that too many more times. He got hit pretty good, shy of the 20-yard line. Let's call it the 18. First and 10, Altus. Handoff goes nowhere. I bet that's Sigler. Oh, I'm wrong. Sigler may not be out there. Let's see who that was. Number 56. He's been in on a lot of tackles tonight. Oh, Keaton Dennis is having himself a game tonight. Well, the fans from El Reno who've made the trip have certainly enjoyed this. Ball carrier for Altus is tripped up. He falls forward for maybe half a yard. We'll call it 3rd and 9. Quarterback tried to keep that one, and again, these officials are giving him a yard on up. Now there's a late flag. I don't like the looks of that one. Again, it's the umpire threw the flag. See what the result of this flag is. Neither side's moving, neither side's clapping. We'll see what happens here. Dead ball, unsportsmanlike conduct, on El Reno. Dead ball, unsportsmanlike conduct on Altus. Those penalties offset, and we got a 4th and 9 for the Bulldogs. No, I don't think we'll replay 3rd down. The announcer for them is saying replay 3rd down, but it was a dead ball penalty, and so the result of the play ends up in a 4th down. Clock is running, approaching 3 minutes left to go in the game. And again, we've offsides on El Reno. Nate Carty runs up to the line, and I think he's used to our turf at home, and this is not. This is natural grass, and he's slipped both times, and that's twice he's slipped across the line before the snap, and it's an automatic 5 yards. So it's 4th and 4 for Altus. Pitch out. Carty's out there. He slows him down, and boy, Devon Smith came up and tripped him up for a big loss back to the original line of scrimmage, the 19-yard line. And what can you say? Devon Smith and Deontay Palmer on the corners have just played so well all year. Looks like Smith is coming up a little gimpy as he's hobbling across the field. I think he's going to be coming out. El Reno takes a timeout, I think, as a result of the Devon Smith injury. Well, let's keep it here because I don't think it's going to take very long for our punt return team to get situated and get out on the field. There is 2 minutes and 40 seconds left to go in the game. El Reno is up 28-0 in this final regular season game. Next week, El Reno should be in action at Bishop McGuinness for the first round playoff game. Kyle Stevener will be back, and it's my understanding Dallas Curtis will be in the booth with Kyle, calling that game for all of you all. And well, I guess that was 4th down. I don't know what I was thinking. We just took over on downs. Cooper Park in at quarterback. Man, just wasn't thinking there. Park keeps it himself, and he gets maybe a yard or two up to the 17, 18-yard line. 2nd down. Well, that's good. We got Cooper Park back in there. They're resting the starters now, and excellent. We've gotten through this game without any major injuries so far, and Cooper Park keeps it again. And fumble on the play. They've picked it up, and he could score. He is going to score. And there goes the shutout with a fumble on the play. I didn't see the ball come out, but it came out, and Altus player picked it up and returned it about 70 yards for 80 yards really for their touchdown. Minute 44 left to go in the game. And number 10, Alan Chavez, on to attempt the Bills auto extra point for the Bulldogs. Well, the hometown fans are happy. They finally got to see something positive happen for their home team. They've been shut out a number of times. Boy, there's a flag down. The extra point was good. They may be calling a penalty on covering up or jumping over the line, which is not allowed really at any level. And I think given where the officials that were behind the play saw that, they both threw their flags, and I would imagine they would, since the point after was good, they'll decline that penalty. Illegal procedure, that's what it was. They lined up over the center, jumped up over the line. You can't do either one. Penalty was declined, and the point after was good. Minute 44 left to go in the game, and El Reno was ahead 28-7. And the fans finally have something to cheer about, and that's exactly what they're doing. The cheerleaders are excited. The fans are standing and clapping, and unfortunately for Altus, a bunch of them are starting to leave. I guess they saw their one positive, and they're heading for the car. That lineman that returned it for Altus is number 74, A.J. Hughes. And for a lineman, he had pretty good wheels. Shiloh Whiteshirt had a chance to come in on the tackle, but he had an escort. The Altus lineman had an escort helping him down the field, and that was enough to get him into the end zone. I guess they're going to try an onside kick. At least that's the way they're lining up to. And, yep. Devon Smith, he's got to beat their kicker, and the kicker finally drags him out of bounds near the 30-yard line. And minute 31 left to go in the game. Guess they're going to mark him out around the 35. El Reno 1st and 10. El Reno looks like they're going to be in victory formation. They put Elijah Fisher back out there. If that's the case, El Reno will have to snap the ball 2 more times. Looks like the starters are back out there just maybe because maybe they've practiced this, and the second teamers haven't. And yes, 1 more snap, and this should end the game. We'd like to thank everybody that's listened to us this year, and certainly tonight. We appreciate our sponsors. Dorsey Jones GMC, Bank First, Family Dentistry, Rock Island Credit Union. And that will be your ball game. Final score, El Reno 28, Altus 7. El Reno will be back in action next week as they are now set and ready to go for the playoffs. They finished 3rd in 5A1. And we look forward to everybody tuning in next week. From Altus, good night.